guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in such a way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services, that we're going to talk about the CCTV security systems, the access control systems, tracking device systems, biometric door lock systems, and many more. So when we talk about the ICT part, that is the ICT part of the company. We specialize in what I've mentioned earlier. And when you talk about the physical aspect, that has to do with the professional man guard security services. These are professional guys who recruit. We do background check on them. We do profiling on them. We actually train them on two things: theory part and the physical part. Theory part for them to know how to work with people, human relations, and also when it comes to the physical part, how to defend them. To defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things that the company provides.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
Welcome to the Maiden Edition. On this show, we don't only seek to educate, we entertain, we inform, we put a microscope on your celebrities, we delve deep into their sex lives, celebrity weddings, drama, scandals, parties, flourishing lifestyles, the made to believe. Who's making money in the industry and who isn't? Fashion. Who is popular and who is a celebrity? We'll go deeper into the world of our slay queens, the survival of up-and-coming artists, this and many more. I'm Akosomo, and this is Entertainment Pulse.
Next time on a jewel in the streets, Ekumba exercises with the jewels. Later, the jewels prepare an English breakfast for her as a token of appreciation. Stay tuned on A Jewel in the Streets.
Mema wakwaba Ediba Ghana is watching Jumedie so. Ghana is watching Jumedie from Kokra Marvelin House yahye ne de ba besomo asomo sompa. Ewo Jumedie so yehwe nia ekoyie ene nia enkoyie ewo oman yi mu. Ne yabobo ni nyina no apɛ ano pomasibre. Wo Jumedie so yebehwe ye kwan so ensem aso wo kwan so nsɛmumpo etisen senia ehyenkafo etwi wona hye basabasa ewo omayi mu yebesan so ahwe senia yen ahonidie nsem tie ewo wompotem ho sena ahonidie nsem etie ewo ho unim se enkese de biarada yen ahonidie eda nanso sen ena etie wo omayi mu wompotem ho no mu no ahonidie ho nsem no aso eye hwan asede se obehwe amana akoyie yebesan so ahwe yen bambo nsem sena ye bambo nsem etie ewo oman mu nipa bonfo adɔso ama krono ama ne homne so ewo oman mu aso ekwan ben so ena ye fa esi ano kwan ye nam abefo kwan so anase ye nam kane kwan so ena ye de ba besi ano kwan meto me safre wona wonim de efa ne amakeke nyina ho ne yatena se apensen insemu ape ano pomasibre. Ghana is watching. Ghana ehwe.
My Savior deserves to be worshipped. Indeed, He alone deserves to be praised. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, now offer oh, grandma, now say, yes, now offer oh, grandma, now say, yes, now offer Asama kuma muma Nyere ni mubi na miyo Minim neradi Aya amami Asama kuma mo Asama kuma mo Asama kuma mo Nyere ni mo Minim neradi Neradi Aya amami faster they go. Better they be chena, send me ribo. You they block my way, but I still they make my door. Oh, yeah, man, everybody let me hear you say. Shingbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo, singanga, nedobo, konkodo, nedobo, singbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo. If you know they like me I know they like you. I see them from afar away, I see say them they want to use my body for chichinga and my blood for life soup. Enemies no be God, they my party show you. See where you dey, your way no be my way. You dey block my way, but I still dey make the way. Now God I dey pray, making sure you say, no matter what you do, I go still dey make the way. Let me hear you say, Shingbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo, singanga, nedobo, konkodo, nedobo, singbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo. From Ashanti downtown to Volta, gang got a male. Follow me to Boliga, Takradi for Wahina, Kepo Fusu Wonso. Welcome to Ghana, my sweet, sweet Ghana. Assembly Ribo, on your dinner, yeah, Assembly Ribo. Yawo me say it, they was Nuntono so. Yawo me say it, they was Janton. Everybody let me hear you say, Shingbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo, singanga, nedobo, konkodo, nedobo, singbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo. They know you slow me down, and faster they go. Better they be chena, send me ribo. You they block my way, but I still they make my door. Oh, yeah, man, everybody let me hear you say, Shingbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo, singanga, nedobo, konkodo, nedobo, singbangba, nedobo, bangba, nedobo. Everybody let me hear you say, nedobo, ska, koko, bagi lege get me bobo. Say, na go bag me sa never bobo. Ski, come on, Frank Angele logo. I read it, yeah.
It's Jax on the beats. Tout le monde a visa, Tauna c'est Delphina, tout le monde a visa, Tauna c'est Rosina, tout le monde a visa, Tauna c'est Georgina, tout le monde a visa, and the screw, and the fancy boy, baby I will be, baby I will be, I said and right, baby I will be, baby I will be, I said and right, baby I will be, baby I will be, I said and right, I'm one thing I know.
entertainment pulse right here on MHTV. My name is Akosomo. Now tonight on the show, it's an all-men affair. Yes, we're looking at the state of our entertainment industry. Then we look at the link between our content and our lyrics. To top it all off, we're checking out who's popular and who is a celebrity. Follow us on our favorite social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram, MHTV on YouTube and Twitter, Mavling House Limited. You can also visit our website, www.mavlinghouse.com. The show is proudly brought to you by Global Sky Security. Someone is always watching, and Leonard Holmes. We're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll introduce my panelists to you and the discussion starts from there. Stick and stay.
Are you worried about your security? Are you able to access and protect your property and the people you care about? With an increased height in robbery and kidnapping, you should not compromise on your security. Global Sky Limited, your total security solution, is here to help you secure your office and residence.
All right, my name is Nesta Lenas. I'm the general manager of the company Global Sky Security Limited. Global Sky Security Limited, we are an international security company which we specialize in providing security services to various individuals or corporate organizations. When we talk of security systems, namely CCTV, access control device, electrical fence, tracking device, and security man guard officers as well.
The control room is designed in the way that we have radios, a VCR radio there, which monitors our vehicles when they go out for day and night patrols, just to receive first-hand information from supervisors and the team who go out for that patrol.
With the ICT part of the services that we're going to talk about the defense, to defend themselves in terms of a robbery or an attack. So, long story short, basically those are the two things that the company provides.
For more information, call 0302 522 503 or 0264 363 125. You can also visit www.globalskyafrica.com. Global Sky, someone is always watching.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. It's still Entertainment Pulse with me, I'm Akosomo. Now, my panelists for tonight, to my immediate left, I have King David. King David was here with us last week, and he's joining us again in the studios tonight. King David is an up-and-coming artist. Well, he's not up-and-coming, though. King David is a gospel musician. He still calls himself that, but he's not. Next to King David, I have Screwface. Yeah, I know the name rings a bell. It's been years you'd heard from him. Yeah, Screwface is joining us in the studios tonight. The king himself, all the way back from 2004. Next to Screwface, I have Mushosho. Mushosho is an up-and-coming artist who is ready to wow the nation with his music. Mushosho, hakwaba.
Media.
King David, bonne arrivée.
D'accord. Comment ça va?
Très bien, toi.
Merci beaucoup.
Screw,
Yes, sweetheart.
you're welcome.
I like your name, Akosomo. Akosomo. Oh, wow.
Screw,
You look good.
thank you.
From here, we're going to Kimbisky.
So, Screw,
Yes, sweetheart.
how did the name Screwface come about?
Oh, not again. Here we go again. Okay, so this will be like the 116th time. I'm being asked this question. Well, if you look right here, you see this, I have this,
Yeah.
this car. So it started way back in school. I love to play basketball. Okay, so if basketball was like football, then probably music would have been my hobby. Yeah. So it was way back in school. I went to SS, as a greenhorn. I was playing with this my senior. He's called Pitoyo. And then it so happened that I was better than him. So we had a little brawl. He got pissed. He had a screwdriver. So yeah, he swung it like that. So I wasn't lucky enough to get me this car. took me to the sick bay, transferred me to Kolebu, had stitches here, and I came back to school. So my dad came looking for me one day at school, and he was like, "Oh, I'm looking for Asumi Zazu." Like, who? He's like, Asumi Zazu. So he came there. He said, "No." He went. He had this scar, like stitches, his face sometimes. They came to my class, and one guy said, "Yo, where's the guy who got his face screwed?" The other guy shouted, "Screw face." That was it. Since then, I didn't like the name at first though, but you see, like they say, every mistake is a new start. So yeah, since then it became my name. I didn't like it then though, but I started, when I started going up on stage and everything, we had all these school inter schools and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and then it was school face. School face, I was called for Wheezy, but then again he switched to school face. But so now I'm actually looking for P2U, so I can give him his share of the whole school fees money. Yeah. So yeah. Well, basically, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so who is Screwface in particular?
Well, my real name is King Jehoshaphat Coordination. I'm a Fanti. Yes, I know you're surprised. I'm a Fanti. My father is a pastor, Solomon Ishan. He's late though. I have we're just two, kid brother, my mother, Solisha Akudan. So I came into this music business, quite some time back. It's been like since the 2000s, but I came out like 2004. I know this Indomie generation, they will never understand though, but yeah, it's okay though. So yeah, I've been in here, for some time. I'm still here. Yes. So basically, it's been just music here and there. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about your educational background.
Oh, okay. So for my basic education, I went to Greenwich Classical Academy. Then I went to Saint Martin de Porres. Yes, I left, and then I went for my SHS. I went to Osu Salem. Then later to Usunani Secondary School. Yes, I wanted to go to UCC, but then the music kicked in, and I'm like, you know what? Lagos will be done.
Okay, so back in senior high school, what did you study?
Well, junior arts, of course. Yes, regular junior arts.
So what were you wishing to come
Well,
out as?
you see, I am to be honest with you, I really didn't have I wanted to do every bit of every little thing. You know what? Like 1 minute I want to do business, the next one I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. But the main focus was just on music. You know what I mean? Yes. So I actually took music lessons outside, my normal what do you call it? Basic, Yeah. So basically it was just music, 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 music. You understand? So I had all my life I had always wanted to be a musician since my infancy because it all started from church. Yes. Because my father being a pastor, I was in the church choir. I had to sing, and then I started with my locks, and everybody was like, my father was like, look, Samson was even a Rastafarian. So yeah, it has always been music. Yes.
So what's the inspiration behind the songs that you do?
Inspirations. But basically I draw my inspirations from everything, everyday life. Yes, if you listen to my songs, it's what I see I talk about. What I see I because I feel music is a way of spreading a message out there. So anything I see, I talk about it. So I draw my experience from everywhere. Anything, be it positive, be it negative. Because I believe, once you have negative, you have positive. So you talk about negatives, you talk about positives. So yes, I draw myself from basically every single little thing that I see around me. Yes, I don't really say okay, let me just talk something that anything that I see I talk about. So it feels real. At least you saying you listening to that song, you go like, oh, you can actually relate to it. Because I've actually seen it firsthand and I'm saying it. And let's say but basically I do really love to talk about life. Things that people go through in life. Like everyday things, like you wake up in the morning, there's nothing, like you go to school, you have all your degree and everything, but yet you don't actually have a job to do and stuff like that. And basically things like that.
Oshosho.
Why, man?
Oh, nyoma oyeno. Dena aya ishiwun crime. Ema ode enyum.
Said the first one I'm for I'm share my TF1 ahwefo nyina. Na ye o kan chere madwe kaka na say enyum to de eye adwuma ya about say ye de ho hyew Yeah, it goes why. Nti ayɛ meyɛ sure sɛ obiara a wɔyɛ musician biara bɛhu kwan a ɔfa so ɔtwerɛ no nim sɛ nnuadeɛ bi yɛ point na bɛsi wo mu na wohu sɛ saa adeɛ wɔ sɛ wode ho message ɛma yɛfrɛ no sɛn wo fans ɛne wode yɛ nnwom ma atiefoɔ a like ɛmfa ho ne ɛkwan a ɛbɛfa so a ɛbɛba sɛdeɛ wobɛnya message no afiri no ɛno na wobɛhwɛ so na woayɛ ho nnwom na wode ama ɔmanfoɔ nti memehu no sɛ nnwomtoɔ no wonhyɛ da ntena ase nyɛ w'adwene sɛ ɛyɛ message so ɛbɛtumi aba at any time bia baabi a wonam ebi obi kasa koraa no yɛ a ebi a waka no ɛtumi fa mu ma wo saa message na wode ayɛ nnwomtoɔ ɛde ama w'adɔfo nti me no metumi nya me nnwomtoɔ no ɛwɔ baabi a mfa ho ne baabi a menam.
King David, where you derive your inspiration from? Maybe our inspiration here, what do you know?
Maybe the kind, me said anti-tree papa about them, mammy, why Katrina Maminka. As a gospel artist, inspiration is a Holy Spirit, and a BBA, though me a gifted, me a musician, but Fana Yami on Kronkona, it me drop it. Apart from that, me nyamyom through me twamuna incidents BC cry, it minya enyum efiri. As I was saying last week, say, ka bia betwam na ya tro kan na chi Yesu nko through that me nyamyom ewo ho. Ti enyum le mitiminya ne baby abata so cry mitiminya nyom everywhere.
So, Screw, back to you.
Yeah.
Do you do anything aside music?
Yes, like I said, I do a bit of everything. Yes, I do businesses. Like I have a couple of businesses that I do. I sell like electronics. I sell gadgets, clothes, shoes, what I'm wearing myself. Because I believe as a man, there are so many things that you can do. That you can there are limitless stuff that you can do. You don't need to. I don't really depend on this music stuff. Although it is my job, I love music. I do music more for the passion of it. You know what I mean? Yes. If it strikes me, I do it. Yes. Not to say music pays very well. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel there are other things. I have passion in different things. I've always been a business minded person, but I do it on the low because my father keeps saying the less they know about you, the better for you. You know what I mean? So yes, I also have a foundation. I'm also trying to start a football academy. Yes, I at least basically I'm trying my hands on every little thing. Like if you tell me, okay, school, we have I have this. I want us to partner so we can make money as long as we can actually make money from it genuinely. If it's legit, I'll do it. So yes, I do a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
Mashosho,
Bye.
aside music, then pana oye.
Oh, so far I'm here at Juma Lance's office. 37. Yeah, and on a Juma Kasa may but music may and on a day support your music for now. Come say underground lady one qua now one bra windy. So it and on a Juma see may I may they support me near Manka Lance's office 37.
Oh, okay. King David.
Yeah, I'm saying my name is brother Ekleke. I'm a fashion designer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's me pam bia. Aside that, the sound on tare. They send you okay. They go fan tare free outside the bar. Mpaboa to send they share me shoe bia. To say I deal with clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, with the support to music.
Yeah, it's good that way because I feel, because I'm also into farming too as well. Yes, I do pig farming. I have poultry farm. I have yes, I do all of that because I feel people, although people, but the funny thing is people think farming is it's not. You see a rich man actually into farming. You're like, no, but why would you? But I'm telling you, it's a whole lot of like it brings in money, like huge sums of money. Especially with the pig farming. So that's why I try as much as possible to urge people, not just my fellow artists, not just my brothers, but I urge every fellow, individual to, try as much as possible. But it doesn't really matter you see, your dressing doesn't say anything. You need to step into the mud, make the money. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the life you live, it's about the legacy you're gonna leave. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yes. Next question.
So looking at management you've worked with since 2014, that's when you released your first solo. 2004, when you released your first solo album, that was Hallelujah. Now, would you attribute part of your success to them back then?
Yes, in terms of my management back then, of course, everybody needs a helping hand. Yes, in this life you need a stepping stone. You need people to actually hold your hand to do something. You know what I mean? I just didn't. Sometimes people look at me, they wonder, oh, Charlie, also, hey, Charlie, I won't be like you. And I keep telling them, look, you can never be like me, but you can be better than me. You know what? That only if your determination is as high or as big as mine.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, I started with Microbell Entertainment. They were in charge of FBS back then, so I was in their camp. Yeah, and it wasn't an easy back then when we started. It was I keep saying it's like manual. We did everything manual. There wasn't no social media, no Facebook, no nothing. So you can imagine, you do all your songs. Back then we didn't do singles as I compared to now. You have to come out, and even before you even get to the studio, you even get a studio to record, you would have been underground for like 12 years.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. I was a studio rat. I was every time. Look, you go to Hashash. That is where JQ, where's Hammer, Ajingo, and all that. Look, you go to Hashash. Let's say if this is Hashash, you would be like, I'll be somewhere around Hacho. You wouldn't even be in the studio, even near the studio. So all the time you are building up as an artist. Like you have that passion, you have that, you're so anxious to record. So all the time you are writing, you are doing something, because JQ, you never know when JQ will call you to come, like, you know what, come and give me a freestyle. If it's good, then I record you. We're always hungry for, the music. Wanted to do something with, well, basically I would say it's just the passion. You know what I mean? So all this, coming up like that, it made us strong. Yeah, this is who you see today. That's what, all these things. That's what has made me who I am today. You understand? And all that time, you record an album. It's not all these 7, 8, 9. No, the least is 50 tracks, 15. Then you have like 2 instrumentals or 3, making it like 18. But the least is like 50. You take it to Ajikut, and then they'll tell you, okay, go listen to it. And when you go, they have this rack with all the CDs. Like, we have like thousands of CDs. So if you're lucky enough for your CD to be picked, Kweku Mante is there, Ajikot is there, we have Bolari. If you're lucky enough for Kweku to pick up your CD and listen to it, then you should know you are. So that's why you see we have so many musicians, but we have just some few ones making hits here and there. And those days, when your song is being picked and you're being produced, you have to go to, we travel out there, we go to Sefi, Goso, Sunyani, Obuasi. Now you have all these artists coming up. I call them Accra-based artists. They perform here, they have all the fans here. But when you take them out there, just not even Togo or anyway, take them to Sefi also. And nobody, in Kraza, and nobody knows them.
It's true.
That's what I mean by manual. We have to go there. We do all these interviews for people to know, okay, we are in, because they also deserve, some good music. But now everything is about technology has advanced and everything. So we have all the Facebook and then the YouTubes and everything. But still, you need to put in much more work to go there. To get there. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would say my then management has been so good to me. Yes, they've helped me. Like he said, I like the fact that he said he draws inspiration from God and everything. Yes, we all do, because with God, if you don't have God in what you're doing, nothing's gonna work. So yes, but I feel with this generation now, they're not even pushing too much. They have 1, 2 hits and they're like, yeah, we're okay. You understand? So they tend not to have like evergreen songs. Look at Amachi Dede.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time Amachi Dede came out with a song.
No.
But anytime he plays Ayo Boy, you know.
It's a banger.
Look at Lumba, for example. You work from January to August, September, October. You work from January to October, and then Lumba will just take November and December. Come and take all your money. You know, not because it's Lumba or anything, but because he's worked hard. You understand? He knows who he is. He knows what music is all about. So he works hard.
Okay.
He comes out with good content, good stuff. You understand? Not these 2-3 minute songs. You know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine you go for a show. All right, you pay 500 Ghana cedis, and then you go to see this artist. And then he plays all his songs from track 1 to track 10, and it's like 12 minutes. How would you feel?
Very bad.
Very bad. Wow. Not to say that all these 2-3 minute songs are bad, no. But you see, anyway, I can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Yes, but you see, the bottom line is we need to work much more harder.
Okay.
See, we need to research, we need to go back. You know, the Ambulés, the A.B. Crenstills, we need to go back. And even if you listen to most of our songs now, the Kwame Eugenes and the Kiddies, they pick from all those stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good. At least, you know, this generation, they actually learn something. I can talk. I know. Okay.
David, have you ever worked with any management before, and do you attribute parts of your success to them?
No, I never worked with any management before.
So you've been an indie artist all your life?
Yeah.
Oh, boss, you try.
For sure. So he has never worked with any management before, but
no,
have
I can answer.
you should let Yes. Only management via Jumana. So far, 1 hour.
I feel I'm a penny.
Oh yeah, everything is possible. Like, you know, it has like one of my projects that I want to do is actually, you know, help all these upcoming. I have a whole lot of upcoming artists, you know, under me. Yes, I have this friend. He's called Big Ike. Yes, he has a great studio. He's also, you know, yes, he has one of the best, you know, producers. Like he just. His name is Gigs Beat. He actually played Wale's Bojo for him. He also worked on my stuff, you know, and a couple of others. So yes, I have, like he said, I wouldn't mind working with him, but I need to listen to, you know. Or you're going to vouch for him. You're going to vouch for him. A little. You can be his manager. So. Yeah.
So we're going to listen to a song from your Hallelujah album back in 2004.
Oh Lord, no, you're not doing this.
Why not?
Stop.
So we're going back in time to back when Screwface was Screwface in 2004. So we're picking one of your songs from that album. Yes. So how many songs? Which one out of that album was your favorite?
Well, all was my favorite. All. I wrote it. You see, now one thing I need to say is, first of all, I am my own number one fan.
Aye.
If nobody listens to me, I know my shadow will. That's you know what I mean? Yes. Yes, of course, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. And you can never be better than anybody than yourself. You know what I mean? So yes, I love all my songs, even the instrumentals, I love it. You know what I mean? So if you ask me to choose, I'll choose Boy Boy, I'll choose Mabana, I'll choose Hallelujah, I'll choose Anyonko, I'll choose all. Okay, let's just go with Boy Boy. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be playing Boy Boy for you.
No, your favorite Blagaza? Yeah. No, Blagaza is not 2000.
Oh, Blagaza was 2008.
Yeah.
So we're going to be playing Boy Boy for you.
Yeah,
featuring Castro.
Oh, featuring Castro. Oh, God. I miss him, man.
No, really?
Don't worry, we'll talk about him.
So my producer just put the song up and then we're going to listen to it.
And you sing.
That word na me pick saa word Yesu nkwa na me de nya me de twerɛ saa lyrics no that first song no yeah nti me say word bi na nya ka dia bitwam na mo say ka na twam ya twerɛ ti Yesu nkwa na me dwendwen Yesu nkwa nti wana enum no drop Yesu nkwa na ofata se Chi aye ogwama na use aye tini aka no nyame nkronkron na ede ba ye me de so as eno ano no but second one no me ne me ba just blessing yoko program water crade yoko e na say terms bi okromu wo fa baby ye steady we you say hey ye steady nti yes ye program na ye ba no na say me kan say mo say ye steady na me so ye steady what so bi hu me afere na me say nde wonti ase akwahyepo that's all na ye de hihye ya enya my 10 to this my 10 nti e ho na menya second one so ifri ye
Screw. Sweet. Your thoughts on the music you just heard, both of them?
First of all, I just want to say, congrats, bro. It's a nice piece. It's a wonderful song. Content-wise, it's amazing. Unlike most of these gospel songs you hear, you don't really. It's all you hear is just shouting. Then before you listen to 1, 2, lyrics. But this, when you listen to that, you actually understand what he's saying. He's talking about life, what God can actually do for you and stuff like that. So, and the video too, it's perfect. It's it's standard. So yes, it's a good song. I like it. Well, they are both good songs. I like it.
And you know anything?
Oh. Libra penyo abona omode pa. Abona omode. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so the idea of the tray and or the year and to say or that song that I answer or tenacity dre a question before answer or she said you tia basubo bo I am farmer in I had
that's it.
Let's screw back to you. We're just going back again. So your father is a pastor.
Was a pastor.
Was a pastor. He's late. Now, doing secular music with your father being a pastor, didn't you feel guilty about it?
Guilty?
As
No.
the pastor's son.
No. You see, that's the how would I say it? You see, in life, people, whatever you do, people talk.
Yeah.
You see, the only thing I was waiting for was for my father to complain, but he didn't. I started with rap and stuff like that, but he actually came to most of the time. He came to watch my shows, like my stage shows. You know what I mean? It was, and the funny thing is, it was actually the church members who were actually complaining.
Yeah.
Those that you were thinking, oh, these are church members. They don't know the worship God. They wouldn't even. They were the ones complaining instead of like I'd say, the holy ones were actually complaining. And the unholy ones were like, yeah, Charlie, do this. It's going to go. So my father didn't complain. Like I told you in the beginning. All he told me, look, remember God in whatever you do, and He's also going to remember you. Because he said, look, after you become a musician, you have the cars, the money, the women, all the luxury stuff, and then what? You understand what I'm saying? And then what? So I've always had that thing at the back of my mind that you see, all this shall also pass. You understand what I'm saying? All this shall pass. But at the moment, let's just keep it the way it is. But then again, my father didn't have any problem. Being a pastor's son, no, he didn't have any problem. He was the one actually encouraging me to do more. I think with this my album, I wrote. He actually wrote 2 songs.
Your father?
My father, yeah, before he died. He actually wrote 2 songs. One is Odipanya, one is called, the other one is Life. Yeah, so.
So is there going to be a day we're going to see Screw as a pastor? Or that's not your
Then again, you see, okay, let me just cut it short.
may God's will be done. That's it. Yeah.
So before we move on, we're going to be reading a few messages from those watching us at home. So Asetwa Possible says, I remember Screwface era in 2006 to 2009. The fireworks was boom, fully of great songs and the triple dance. Big ups to you, great artist Screwface. And Asetwa Possible also said, I'm always addicted to Screwface's music and nothing else. Even today, I still enjoy his great traditional music. Yes, Evelyn Edubofor also says, I really love the song. God bless you, King. You're reigning. And she also says, keep it up, God is with you. Moshosho.
Thank you.
Na eba so Moshosho, waka say oye nyom ache na uwo label bi ase. Onyoma oye ni na so why na ya a producer ma?
Sisi ano, unse bega ikumwana almost studio na omoboy na ye nyomo ni ade nkakra. Ba isi ya ni record label bia ye de adwuma. It's one thing. Say any ana ye boa ye ho ene say the make say ye adwuma ye pese ye ne de ye nda minim say brebia no say ye adwuma na ye bi she oboa for kwa so brebi so ntina ma ye so ye me ye ne a ye boa ye ho modern kaka na kra I will say mpenfo say ye no nsu twen ope nti ye so ye gu so yeah
nti enwumba nsa na ya we reggae ya na se dance so
me her life yes me her life artist just say
papa pam kesi ni bi
ni challenges kra grace
So we're going to be taking Moshosho's track and then we're also going to listen to it. But before that, Screw,
sweetheart,
is the music industry very lucrative?
Of course. Now, yes.
Back then?
Back then it was. Yes, back then it was. Because back then when you come out with a song, you know, you have what do you call it? Producers and like Agicode, Lisa, you know, the money was ready. If your song was good, it is, you know, because back then I quite remember I sold my first album, I sold it for 100 million. That is 10,000.
10,000.
Yes, and back then you can imagine. Wow. Yes. But Thomas bought it. You know, so but now it's because we have YouTubes, we have the Deezers, iTunes, you know, all these other digital platforms. You know, you get to make much more money from all these platforms. You know, because I think Boomplay, if Boomplay like 20 million views, you're looking at like $237,000. YouTube, 10 million views, you're looking at let's say 1 million views on YouTube. I think you're making like $7,000, just 1 million views. You know, so digitally, yes, we are making money. You know, and also let's just look at what is just happening. Like, you know, Corona is everywhere. You can go out. We can't go out there to perform. I was supposed to, you know, travel out there for a couple of shows. I had to cancel. So you can imagine if it hadn't been for all these other digital platforms, how would I be making my money? Because now people are actually streaming more because they don't get to go to shows. They don't get to go to, you know, watch performances and stuff like that. So yes, it's actually paying. Yes.
Okay,
so if you do it well.
We'll pick it back from the money making after Moshosho's music.
Awesome.
So producer is ready with Moshosho's song. We're going to listen to that as well.
Fellow Ghanaians, good evening. It has been 3.5 months since we began our fight to defeat the coronavirus pandemic in the country.
Moshosho, Kalakuta boys. Odiado, my God, Abba. Your boyfriend, Mijo.
Oh, Boano Brazia, Boano Brazia, Papa driver, Boano Brazia, Bohoro, sanitizer, Boano Brazia, Beko School, Boano Brazia, Bekwa, sorry, Boano Brazia, Bohoro, sanitizer, Corona, say, Wamia, so I did ninja, Bonnie Becus ninja, in TCC, who's a ninja. Corona virus Wamia so I did ninja. Bonnie Becus ninja in TCC who's a ninja. Baby Hunanim, Daddy Hunachi, Obia and ranking pool, and so what you will be a Messi, what you boni, Pachi baby, Pachi Sikani, Bono de Winimo Henny, Colonna na wachi ubia. Mawano Brazia, Mawano Brazia, Papa driver, Mawano Brazia, Mohoro one sanitizer. Mawano Brazia, Mawano Brazia, Mawano Brazia, Mohoro one sanitizer.
Ghana for mo want to say ayo nuado mu amodoba yare abawi ase anyanya anu aduro na menya ho sam kakra abo ne tofa
Mo show boy fangi Kalakuta boys Bobo som nenye wo Bobo som nenye wo Bobo som nenye wo Onyamia shout no enka woko di kopo sanse da ye bompa ye neso da ye boni ene ya bompa yo neso ene ya ye boni neso da ye bi no bon sma ko nyanko ponche kose no se mahu abode ni na oweja mahu abode ni na oweja neso ni pa de wono wo neso ni pa de wono oweja ni pa di wo for the defi se da ye bompa ye neso da ye boni ene ya bompa yo neso ene ya ye boni da ye bompa ye neso da ye boni ene ya bompa yo neso ene ya ye boni.
You're welcome back. Now, Screw. Shosha's last song. Jesus
I love, yes, you know, I was like, for me, I was like, is it for Ken or Moshosh? Yeah, because, you know, but it's a beautiful play. I love the storyline. It's, you know, and it has a good message too. It's true. Although it's funny, though, but it's true. You understand? Because, you know, you pray, we have most people pray, you know, like with what I was telling you about my locks. These church people, they're going to say, oh, hallelujah. Later they go stand and say, look at Pastor's son and stuff like that. And also, you know what I mean? So yeah, big ups to you, Mushosho. I love the beat, I love the rhythm and everything. See, when they started playing it, all of us were like, yeah, you know, yeah. So great beats, great production. The video is also on point. I love the message too. Content wise, I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, David.
Wow.
Assemble now, catch you,
And you know, come especially a second one. Seminar work and yeah, there be a bomb fight.
Yeah.
We be quite a friend and girlfriend. Baby, and so about say when name and Tina will say Rade. Sunday, that open the man was Sunday, that did that as well. I think the year one and I hear where we did. Oh, yeah, oh, Jesus. Oh, until me find so.
Yeah.
Me find so. Mr. Rodney, make my wife didn't know, sir. Until, bruh.
Nice one. That's a good song.
So, Moshosho Songs Notes, we're going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue the show. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Samuel Okubo, Chairman for the Youth Employment Agency. I want to entreat all of you to come on board and let's also support, watch and participate in the jewels in the street. It promises to be exciting, revealing, captivating and above all, help us choose the ultimate jewel in the street.
Jumedi, your friend jewel in the street. Efeye, Nebwapa.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. It's still Entertainment Pulse right here on MHTV with me, I'm Akosomo. King David, yes, I go back to Yenyumayabo.
Yeah.
Yes, Yenyuma from way back. I've seen it. Yemfa gospel music from Susie and Matt, Tego Sisters. I've seen it. Osha and Semna away you bit media call international level. Is it good enough to travel gospel side?
You bit media call because music is spirit and found a language a dear no. The way Ghana you bought Nigeria for you the same it me dina sorry dem na me come equipment here but nipa no born the spirit a spirit behind the song you South Africa for you omo di omo kasa but the kind of spirit time touch it nti no me ye Ghana music no so what to ne yie na firi mu to ne yie a ebetima travel to the whole world nti me did say ye Ghana music na egusu kra yeko ebetima travel all places.
Screw.
Yes.
Now, looking at the lyrics and then the content we put in our music, looking at it, is it ready for the international market?
Well, I think David said everything. Music, you see, one thing is music. There shouldn't be language barrier. You know what I mean? Because, okay, for instance, listen to Freddie Mayweather, Plazo. So Plazo, I don't even understand what it means. But till the date, that's Plazo has been international, has gone. That's even it was the same song that I got my Bladazar. You understand? Yes, it was through that same song because I listened to him like I love the rhythm. It's nice, francophone music, you know. So I said, oh, why don't I interlace my own, language into it? And then I went to perform Equatorial Guinea, and they loved it, you know. And one song that I even loved is Manuela. They can't even sing it, but they love the rhythm. You see, so in terms of language, it shouldn't be a barrier. We can go out there. Look at Aisuba. Aisuba sings in his own language, but if he's performing, you see everybody watching, all these white folks, they love it. The main aim is about, although English is a universal language, everybody loves to speak, everybody speaks English though, but we are here to, sell our culture to the world. You understand? Not the other way around. You understand? So if you don't understand my language, you need to ask somebody for interpretations. You see, but the thing is, where if there's going to be a problem, there's going to come from our productions, our visuals. You know what I mean? It has to be like standard. You see, because that is why some most of the time you listen to certain songs, they're not too good, but the visuals are superb. The visuals are like, off the chase. So I would say our music, Ghanaians, we have High Life started from here. You understand what I'm saying? High Life started from before the Nigerians came in and they took it and everything. So yes, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
Sure. Enyuma yebo has saying sema away enyum send your videos here, everything in it in general. Osha, are we good enough to compete in international markets?
Yeah, because to say me and me what say, share me no more me ya. Share will be to say lumba, amache de demo, da sebremo, and me follow omana montu. But me say at the end of me follow say me share be anyum di omuduru ya. Timi do omo kwa chiri bebere. Enu nti ya na ma ba mu nhyɛ da mu say e bia me ye high life song ana bibia te say me nim say ebetimi de maduru achiri te say ba bia omo e do omo ye de ekoye no. Nti by all means ma ba mu say bia me ye twinwom ana bibia te say because me nim say betimi de maduru achiri say de e kan by all means abeko. Ni nyina ye say de obebo homo ne no aye adwumade ne o message ne no ma bibi from aba am obi tanyum na o feel sometimes obi okrompo a voice a wo de to no reke no enye ensem no like o hair voice no like no ma bi free mu ba ewura no keke enso no tanyum na se sanet nti I hope say Ghana language no between so they are quite
my producer is putting a song out there. We're listening to the lyrics and the content of the song, and we're going to judge by what you've said. Yes, we're going to listen to the lyrics and the content of that particular song.
Jimmy, Yale, hey Jimmy, Yale. Okay, I say, let's go back to mana. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Put two better. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Put two better. Okay, I'm an angaradom. Hingadam, ungaradam. But a piece of mana ingaradam. Yo. Okay, mana. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Okay, listen. Go back to mana. It's the same as banana. Go back to mana. It's the same as my mama. I'm gonna get them. You're gonna man get them. Stone banangaradam. Yo. Why? Watch out. Stone house today. Yo, say, hey, Jimmy. Yale. Jimmy. Yale. Hey, Jimmy. Yale. Okay, I say, let's go back to mana. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Put two better. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Go back to mana. Put two better. Okay,
Okay, so that is a song.
So you start from here.
That is a song. So Screw,
start from here.
I'm starting from you. You said that the words in our song are ready for the international market.
Yeah, but then again,
But
these
is
no,
that
but
ready?
these are not words.
Let's
I call it gibberish. These are not words. Okay. Now, if you know Ghana, we sometimes we I don't know how to describe it, but when I say songs, all right, when you listen to my songs, you listen to Amachidede, you listen to Stonebwoy, you listen to, before you do this, you have to make sure you have other songs, you know, that people know you for. For example, with Stonebwoy's Putu, let's take Putu out. Listen to all Stonebwoy's songs. So one can clearly say, oh, he was just what? Joking. From what we know, no disrespect to Patapa and AYPO. You understand? There's, to me, I feel they're just joking. Yes. All right. Or probably because now we have YouTube. You know, you put this on YouTube and then it's not for, what do you call it? Probably they're doing it for, you know, just to direct traffic to their account and then, you know, cash out something. And you know, Ghanaians, we love to, you know, just follow these things. It's just for, you know, amusement. Yes, but you can't say, if when we're talking about music. Not this. This is just for, you know, for laughs. But I like it though. But it's not like for the international stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there's another one that is coming up. So we listen to it again. Okay, David. And you mean?
And you be a Juma Edidi. What about gospel cry? You know, the bomb pie. You know, be why what the bomb now. Where you the G for entertainment. You the as you the release stress. Where bra for me, you know, the way we see dinner. That baby that was crying. Who be feel that you best see the
what you say? So yeah, it's like. I feel
it's putting the next song on. So we're going to be listening to the next one.
February. I know they talk much crown the Jemu Mame. Me swag me get thick as a buamem. Fit April born me will made back. Security swagger, Bema when they got spinal cord waki chiri, you day back, caterpillar 20, my money the way pass, Nasameba, my best rap and a bayer rather. Fist a won't me for bluebird and Toto Prada, brother Bobwada, Nasia Rita, Kulokura, Umuswaga, Sam. Many each, you know. Men are me resa beat and listen meeting, no. Imagine the bomb sa appear to see beat, no. Refuse to be broke, say to be, you know. Ube we are many abu the tea for them. Ube try me, ube who says feet, you know. Me busi em na many the black sheep, you know. So then, men have kura jeep, you know. Bridget Otu pan the hip, you know. Joycelyn Duma pan the hip, you know. Yvonne Nelson, me say the hip, you know. Empress Nita, me say the hip, you know. Minyanka James, me ya zip, you know. Ube we are shata, and it is so. All right, till we never pause here. Ube do. Swag mean 30 February. I know they talk much crown the Jemu mame. Me swag me get thick as a buamem. Fit April born me will make back security swagger bema when they got spinal cord waki chiri you day back caterpillar 20 my money the way pass na se meba mo best rap and be ye raga fi se wunti me fa bluebird and toto prada brother bo boada na se ye rika kuno kura wo swagger sam me ni ichi no. Men are resa beat and this meeting. My journey bomb sa appear to see beating. Refuse to be broke, say to be, you know. Ube we are many abu the tea for them. Ube try me, ube who says feet, you know. Bebusi em na many the black sheep, you know. So then, men have kura jeep, you know. Bridget Otu pan the hip, you know. Joycelyn Duma pan the hip, you know. Yvonne Nelson, me say the hip, you know. Empress Nita, me say the hip, you know. Minyanka James, me ya zip, you know. Ube we are shata, and it is so. All right, till we never pause here. Ube do.
So Screw, I could see you were jamming to the song more than anyone
Oh
else.
yeah, because this is what we call bars in our musical term we call it bars. You know, although this is how do I call it? It's a comic rap. You know, like the Yapunos, you know, when you listen to yes. Although it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really have to make sense though, but it's a comic like rap. You know, it's funny, but you listen to it and the way he, you know, the way he has arranged it, you know, it's superb. So imagine, and this is just like a freestyle. So imagine it's on a beat, you know, because when we're all listening, we loved it. You know, the way you said, Jocelyn Duma, the hip, you know, and there's also on the hip, the Yanka, the zip, you know, this is what we call bars upon bars. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yes, I think, yeah, he did good. I love this. He did pretty good.
For sure. Last one there you see.
Oh yeah. On say, I know to the Ubia will be share. Ni dan yachi o because so hear me say ya e bia me start ya treme nyomo a say wo gina ho no ma ha be butumi akoto baabi so as I say but ye be wi no na asipi de bi ono waye no nyomo na wi o but mu kakra bi a ha na ye de se no da be we ato ho a e twene no na this time so here enyomo no to mu no akoye bi say on say obia bɔ no ho mmɔden apɛ kwan bi a ɔbɛfa so a ɔde bɛba abɔnten ohwɛ mu ɔyɛ underground fo no nti obiara pɛ sɛ ɔgye ne din before ansa na wayɛ adeɛ bi a ɛbɛdrɔpe like wobɛka sɛ ɔbɔyɛ no ɔyɛ good but you see ano woanyimi a ɛyɛ den sɛ anaa woanyɛ biribi a ɛbɛkreti attention aba wɔ so a woanhwɛ wobɛhyɛ wobɛbrɛ saa so nti mehu no sɛ ɔyɛ good but wei ne yɛ adeɛ bi a ɔno nso ɔde bie kwan ama nkɔfoɔ a na nipa dodoɔ ayɛ dɛ atene ka bi sɛ patapaa mu die ni ɔmo de bie akwanya bi na nkɔfoɔ atɔ mo ka because sɛ yɛtɔn CD a sɛdeɛ mebra panyin mu kaa me na wɔka sɛ yɛtɔ CD kɔ a ɛbɛhwɛ mu a nka ɔmo nyɛ ɔmo adwe koraa sɛ ɔmo nna koraa sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ ɔmo adwe sɛ ɔmo twɛ bae nɛ no biribi ayɛ social media nti ɛwɔ sɛ woyɛ adeɛ a nnipa no fa phone na adwene bɛba wɔ so nti me a mete hɔ yɛ deɛ na meyɛ ama sɛbe nkɔfoɔ adwene aba me so menya bi anka mɛyɛ nso bi a menni saa idea wei so na mekyɛ nti yɛ deɛ yɛbɛyɛ adwene sɛ yɛbɛtwerɛ nnwom no abaa nso saa sɛ ɛbɔ nnwom nyɛ nnɛ nso sɛ ɛnyɛ fa yɛbɛtie nim sɛ nya ɛbɛfa bɛtie bi anka meyɛ wei bi a
yes, but then again, you see, the thing is,
okay, we'll come back to that one. Okay. Now, our next segment is the nicest of all the segments that we have here. Now, it is called the sexy segment.
I like that.
Yeah, you'd like it. Now, this sexy segment is a segment you can't pass. You answer the question directly. You don't blink. You don't say no. I don't take no for an answer on this particular segment. Now, this segment is called the sexiest celebrity.
My first voting.
So we're going to be checking out our sexy celebrities and then we're putting two pictures there. You choose one that you think is sexy and you don't say no. If you don't say it, you still stay till you say it. Right, Screw? I thought you liked it.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so my producer is going to be putting the first picture out there. Yes, we're going to be looking at 2 pictures. Yes. Frida Rhymes and Ya Jackson. Screw. Which one is sexy?
Frida Rhymes.
Frida.
Yeah.
Moshosho.
Yeah.
Frida Ya Jackson.
Omunyina ya de pedi bia o.
Mbako.
Ntino. Bibra panyi zuri ma de efe pa o.
Frida. Kim. Shady. When we now penny blue.
Yeah, Semo. Mini Frida Nana says.
Okay. Hajia for real, Moesha Budong.
I'll go for Hajia.
Moesha.
Mushosho.
The also this is in your mind.
Hajia for real.
No, almost.
Oh, Hajia nice.
Yeah. No, it's sexy.
Yeah.
Like you both are.
Anita asking if you're man quite macro.
I'll go for Anita.
Mushosho.
You said the honor in my hand. I will hold it. Yes, I'm.
I'll go for Afiamanka because I know her personally.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Give the auntie a coffee, Jenny.
Oh, I'll go for look. These are like my 2 favorite people. I love them.
You have to.
You know, Okay, I'll go for Gifty Auntie.
Gifty.
Yes.
Maybe.
Because you know.
Mushosho.
Men so Gifty Auntie.
But both of them. Oh. You know, but notice I love both of them. But I'll go for Gifty Auntie because you know like her age, she still looks like this. Like you know, not forgetting Akofa is also like beautiful. Like
Anybody around your sister here? Moshosho.
Oh, Eno. Say I'm Padia.
Eno is like my
What I say, chest
sister. Yeah. I grab him polo if you're Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I'll go for a fair Schwarzenegger.
Moshosho.
We'll crap him.
I'll go for
polo.
I'll go for a fair Schwarzenegger.
Tisha and Wendy Shea.
I'll go for Tisha.
Moshosho.
Wendy
Shea.
I want for Patrice, Sister Derby.
I'll go for Sister Derby.
Moshosho.
David, I may mine.
You may mine.
Hey, no.
And also.
You know
I was the Derby.
Wendy Shea Fantana. Moshosho.
Fantana.
Okay, fine.
Had the man because minimum the pan said there.
Fantana.
Yes, a Fantana also.
I feel dog Fantana.
If you're dog.
Fantana.
Bella Macafe Bella Mundi.
Sexy.
Moshosho.
Huh? Fella.
King David.
Mundi.
Mommy dear mommy.
Emilia Brove, baby lady.
Emilia Brove.
King David.
Emilia.
Moshosho.
Emilia
picture you was no crowd.
Sir. To Emilia. And I'm having videos in my mind. So we're continuing. Now we've looked at the sexy females. And we're going to be looking at the sexy males. So after females, we're just moving straight to the male.
No, bro.
Come on.
Nah, man.
Why not?
That's not.
So we're picking the sexy males in the industry.
I'm not.
Yes. So producer will put it up there and then we'll pick it up from there.
Hey.
Yes, we're looking at sexy male in the entertainment industry. From music to movies.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, but that's
You can't say no.
Nah, that's sounds the way. Oh yeah.
You haven't even seen it yet.
Okay.
You haven't even seen it yet, and you're saying no to it.
Yeah,
Cause
I see my whole my fellow man. I'm like, yo, dude, you're sexy. What the like of it, shit. I'm telling you.
Oh really?
No, that sounds,
But you
anyway,
can't say no though. I mean, you like what we're showing you.
Okay.
Lewen and Patapa. Sexy. So pick one.
Wheezy.
Moshoshi.
Yeah, Wheezy. Oh no.
Number is the sexiest. Patapa AY for you. Screw. Screw.
Let okay,
Patapa AY.
I'll give it to Patapa.
Patapa. Moshoshi.
Yeah, Patapa.
For you.
Wow.
Lewen and funny face. Moshoshi.
Oh, funny face.
King David.
Wheezy.
Funny face.
Acrobat to me busem. Screw.
Acrobat.
Moshoshi.
Acrobat.
King David.
Run day.
Acrobat. Who knows tomorrow?
Shatawale Patapa.
Oh, Shatta. Come on.
Moshoshi.
Shatawale.
DKB Medical. Poof swag.
Yeah, are you guys waiting for me?
Who is voting?
You are voting.
Medical.
Moshoshi.
Medical.
Okay, I'll go for DKB.
Are you choosing DKB because they chose medical?
Oh no. I know DKB, I know medical, but yeah. Probably maybe it's from his attire, yeah.
Bulldog, Black City.
I'll go for Black City.
Bulldog.
Black City.
Stoneboy, Sarkodie.
Oh, you guys, man, come on.
Yes,
both dudes are cool. Those are super cool.
Yes,
Apayo.
Edio.
Oh, yeah, Charlie, both dudes are okay.
So who are you picking? Stone Sack.
Okay, I'll go
for
Samini
Stoneboy.
I say akra ko not tem kwanjen.
Into Bafade one.
O se obi ne papa de on say. Me de be ma Samini.
Can they do
Samini.
Panyin ne nya akra na.
Yeah, Samini.
I'm picking Samini. Yeah. So 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
So we're continuing with the show. Now we've checked out our sexy females and males in the entertainment industry, and you've all made your choices. We didn't pull your hands, did we? So which one was your sexiest that didn't appear in the photos we showed with the females?
Matankoma. Was it? Matankoma. Yes. She has always been my crush, yeah.
So, Screw, what does the future hold for you in the industry as of now?
What does the future hold? Like I said, I'm coming out with my album. So it's like I have a whole package, a whole work to do. You know what I mean? Yes, because I'm actually putting some finishing touches to my album.
So this is it, Yvonne and Martha.
Oh, yes.
Who would you pick?
Yvonne Okoro.
Moshoshi.
Martha.
Yes.
So what the future holds?
Just like I said, I have a whole lot of projects coming up. Firstly being my album. I'll be dropping a single too very soon, entitled Reality. Yes, basically it talks about, life, like I said. And also my foundation is also coming up. We are putting some few things here and there so that after the corona,
hopefully would start with some donations here and there. Would be donating to the nursing mothers, the orphanages. We'll also be looking at the disabled, and then yes, then also I'll be opening my new shop.
Yay!
Yay! Yes, which it's called SK Ventures.
SK Ventures.
Yes. So yeah, like I mean, it's a whole thing, it's a whole package. Yes, but what I just want to say is, people should watch out for my album. Yes, it's called Better Days album. I have a whole lot of different producers starting from gigs. I have Beats Vampire. I also have producers from Germany, doing their thing. I also have my own fellow artists, like Uta. I have Uta on. I have Sonny Bali. Yes, my godfather. I have him on it. I also have Bookback Bright on it, and then I also have two Jamaican acts, which I'm not revealing yet. So yes, there's a whole new different face. So yeah, you guys watch out.
So King David, what does the future hold for you in the industry as of now?
I'm still working hard. You say, nyame egusu a oye adikese. Na me future me say me go all over the world. The music, me go all over the world. Say na ye breaker no. Me say in the business side, fashion, fashion. Me say dealing with me first say clothing. Me ye music no na me say work with. No, the support. Enche, so na waka no to me work with a big shop. I hear the Palace Avenue. Okay, bibia, fa clothing, watches, bibia, urawa. Obenya bibia bi. Nti ma say, eno ana me gusu a. Me. That's all.
What does the future hold for you?
Oh, say, adwuma ye de ase ani so yi de, so say, say ye kona ye koye nim because baby a yehu no ewa. Ta say yehu achiri pa akase beduru ho. Ti me guso a ye de ye ko kakra. So far no next week me de me new single be babonte abodampa banga na we bibia ntino ahwefo ne etiefo me fans omo nyina me so mu na yenseso na mo mpae man se ba bia de yebota ye ne ko no mo be pushie na yetimi aduro ho no kakra me so me ka ade afa.
It's good. Sweetheart. Do you have shout outs to anyone?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank God, for blessing me with this great talent that today I'm able to exhibit through the talent, to the mic and everything. And also to my mother, Felicia, if you're watching, she's always on Facebook, I know. Yeah. My kid brother Jojo, they've been like, two strong pillars, behind me. Also to everybody watching, all my fans on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I just want to say a very big thank you. God blesses man, but then again, He uses same man to bless a man. You know what I mean? So, just want to say, every day I had friend of school phase who've been supporting this thing. You've been with me throughout the journey till now. May God bless you. Everything you tell, let it be a blessing. And also to you yourself, for having us.
Aww.
Yes, God bless you so much. And like I said, you're looking so, so I owe you dinner, don't worry. And also, if you want to follow me, just in case you want to follow me on my social platforms, on Facebook is Screwface. Now, the Screwface is not SCREW. I changed it because when you type SCREW, you have all this other Screwface coming up. So it is SKREWFAZE, Screwface. It's one word. So it's Screwface on Facebook, and then official, and then space Screwface GH. It's also one word. That's on Instagram. And then on Twitter, it's Screwface, as on Facebook. And then on Snapchat, it's Rastaman Kopepe 1. And also, like I said, I'm coming out with my album. I'm coming out with a new single first, which is called Reality. You need to check it out, right? Yes. So thank you guys so much. Love you.
David, shout out.
Yeah. Mechia Mesofo, Apostle Daniel Ben, CPC Kwashimai, and Reverend Benjamin Achimota, ABC, any me fans in any Evelyn Adubofo, Yami Shira Wina, Oma subscribe to YouTube in Yami Shira Bibia, any see you are Wufia, Bossu Bakope. And only record label enche me ba be shasi na me sure bibia audio ko YouTube but King David featuring Just Blessing and CSP Kofi Sapon ebeba audio bo subscribe no so eno na obo a mani beje say me deal with clothing near inti bia na obi pese oye wedding and say o dwumadi bia yes our cleaning agent wo office do pese e ba be clean ho ma wa ye ni nyina bi nti no de ko Facebook na ba King David Ministry no ho obetimi message bia obetimi de ama me wo ana say David Nsia Mensan Facebook o message me a we bia e wo ho Instagram ye King David obo King na obo DAY day na say David na so Instagram mechia obi bia nyame nhire obi a ohwe MH TV mechia ama Akosomo nyame nhire obi bia big guy the obi a mechia why nyame nhire
Moshosho.
Ahima.
Shout out.
Oh. So on say Kakala Kuta boys there matter say ya wi bibia nya kasatati no Kakala Kuta boys obi a onim bia no tum say enya fe na ye bia nti de me kan say Kalakuta boys egu so ye adwumaden nti obi a enya professor de ba na be som ne ya pushi mo adwuma nya ma adwuma atuma say mo adwuma sam be bo na ya pushi me de nya de ba ya wi mi fam de akasa be pushi nti mo prepare na mo pushi ne mo me da ma asama ya so amati be bia be ko bia so ye de mo ta ya chi first dance my big guy ya me sky beat and smooth beat omunso ne aboafo a moboan a etumi yewe obi a na wankasa nso ahwefo nyina yedam nyina nso ase ma obi a shada blala them mo show king Ishra Kenti
on behalf of MHTV, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you for coming. In David, me my own can be a
hey, I can't be
hey,
me Facebook we
for handles name I know the memo fine but David in the music
Facebook Moshosho music yeah MOSHOSHO now the music now
social music
and I will call Instagram so I know so the same thing Moshosho music after that look on YouTube Moshosho Ken then I share be share hin like her life I say
Nana Jana na mpese mecha no de o ma mencha no de
Nana na so wacha na wi Nana Jana okay
So this is how we end today's show on Entertainment Pulse. Yes, Entertainment Pulse. Our discussion was a beautiful one with awesome guests. I had King David dropping in. He's a gospel artist. And I also had Screwface. It's been long since we saw Screwface on our screens. And he's coming out with a banger this year or after Corona. Then joining in again, we had Moshosho King, the king of high life. Yes, so follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram, MHTV, on YouTube and Twitter, Mavling House Limited. You can also visit our website, www.mavlinghouse.com. The show was proudly sponsored by Global Sky Security, Someone It's Always Watching, and Leonard Holmes. I will come your way again next week, Wednesday, from 7 to 8:45 p.m. My name is Amma Akosomo. Do stay tuned.
It's Gex on the beat.
What?